Welcome to Baby's Birthday. Each show joins a mum-to-be and counts down to the birth of their baby, revealing all the drama, laughter and tears involved in giving birth. Because let's be honest, giving birth is never a walk in the park. To help chart each birth, this is the Baby's Birthday Clock. It's there to count down to each mum's due date. And once labour kicks off, the clock kicks in and times the birth so you know exactly how long each mum's been in labour, whether it's 2 hours or a whopping 20 hours. All the action of the birth is boiled down into a half-hour show. So, we'd better crack on.
Come on, Elena, you've got to push harder than that. Come on, a big one. Put your head down to your chest. Put your head down to your chest. Come on, girl. Come on, love.
Today we're following Elena and Shaun as they experience labour for the first time. But they find out it's not an easy ride.
Push, push, push.
Elena and Shaun are expecting their first child very soon.
I'm originally from Ukraine and I'm married now, so in April will be 2 years, 24th of April. I'm 26 years old. I find myself England, I think, start to be my another home because my family and I'm very happy now. So hopefully it'll be in future same.
Yeah, well,
now I'm a future baby.
When Shaun went to the Ukraine 3 years ago for a holiday, he had a frosty reception. But then he met Elena.
Originally went over to Ukraine on holiday in Kiev, and that's where I met Elena in her home country. It's been fantastic ever since, and just kept in touch, writing letters to each other. And then I invited Elena over for a holiday in England. It was great, things went from strength to strength. And then I went to visit her country again. Temperature's minus 25.
It was really funny for me.
So I'm stood in Dnipropetrovsk with my next jacket on. So
You see the people who've been fishing on the river there, remember?
people actually fishing with bottles of vodka on an upturned metal bucket.
Can't believe
Bottle
it.
bucket. Fishing in the river in little holes like Eskimos.
Oh,
So I visited her country, she visited my country, and we got engaged, and then we got married in Lee.
Elena's family are far away, but they're never far from her mind. Now she's starting a family of her own. She's grown to see England as her home.
Lots of people saying to me, I'm Spanish, Turkish, Italian, Australian, American, and one person said to me from me, I said, yeah, it's probably good.
Never having been through a labour before, Elena is keeping an open mind on what to expect. But she hopes to keep things as natural as possible.
I would like to have natural birth without any pain relief, if it's possible, just gas, and would like to have a water birth.
Yeah.
So we'll see. If you know you can't prepare what can be, hopefully it will be finger crossed everything fine.
It's 5 days before the due date. Elena and Shaun rush to hospital as their baby is coming early. Perhaps it was all that exercise and fresh sea air.
So I spent the majority of the afternoon just walking by, being by the sea, the beach, a bit of fresh air, and came back, and later on that evening her waters broke.
Something happened and said like, and I think, my God, it's happening. It's in my mind, it's happening. I go back to Shaun. I said, Shaun, it's happening. He said, what's happening? I said, baby happening. He's sleepy. He doesn't say exactly what I'm about.
It's only then everything was dawning on me that for these past just short of 9 months, everything was all now. This is the day. Things are just going to happen from now and change. Life is going to change for us.
She seems to be coping fine, to be honest. She doesn't seem at all distressed, so I'm happy.
I was so surprised I could cope with this. I was expecting it more worse. I don't know how, but other people's stories.
Right. Are you using the gas or not? Go on then. Slow, just slow it down and keep it in. Go on.
When I could see on the ventilator, taking the gas, she was just taking too many breaths all at once, you know, and she was just getting a bit carried away with herself. So yeah, I just tried to reassure her, just settle her down and, you know, try and relax her a bit and just steady her breathing.
What you need to do though is slow your breathing down a bit though.
Yeah.
When you got that last pain, I think they're probably going a little bit more intense. And what I want you to do is slow your breathing down because you're hyperventilating. You need to relax a little bit more when you get the contraction. If we're going to go with the gas, we need to use it all through, not just a couple of breaths at the beginning, because you're not getting the effect of it. It's wearing off as the pain's building up, and that's not what we want.
Breathing it very rapid.
No, slower breathing because she'll become quite dizzy and hyperventilate. I'll just shut that door.
Oh, it was really helpful, hasn't it? Yes, it was really helpful. It's make me a little bit dizzy, but it was help with cope of the contractions.
After a bit more practice, Elena finally gets the hang of the gas and air.
You do feel a bit useless. It's very frustrating, yeah. I'm trying to think of words now, and it's frustrating to try to think of the words, because I'm just thinking of that moment now, and you just, what can you do apart from just hold her hand, and hopefully, we can she'll be drawing some strength from it. Yeah. Just try and relax if you can.
Oh. You say it wrong.
Well, you can't say the right thing, can you, at the moment?
I'm like a sausage.
But as the contractions get longer and stronger, Elena needs an injection of pethidine to help with the pain. But there's no such drugs to help keep Shaun awake.
Don't know who's most tired now, me or Elena.
On average, mums dilate 1 centimetre every hour. Elena's made excellent progress, going from 3 centimetres to 8 in just 3 hours. Soon she'll be fully dilated and ready to push. That's if it all goes to plan.
I feel, I think we're both a bit laid back sometimes. Calm, easygoing. I think that it was starting to work against us. We were losing the contractions.
It's 5 minutes since her last contraction, and they're getting weaker, so the midwife suggests kneeling up to let gravity take effect.
Because you're having to work really hard to push it around a big curve in your bottom, sat like this.
You're kind of like blocking it a bit, I think.
Yeah. Just give it a try.
I was getting a little bit concerned and worried. And so we thought, well, before we try other things, more forceful, again, trying to help nature and help jolly things along, for want of a better expression. We tried, Elena was kneeling, that'd be maybe a bit more comfortable, she can maybe get a better push. That didn't seem to work. Then I, at one point, literally sat behind her and held Elena.
Just let Dad jump up for a bit. Come forward.
Oh, my leg area, it's just gone numb. That didn't work. And then we tried walking up and down within the room. That didn't work. She sat down on the toilet for a while. That didn't work. Oh yeah, and then we had the big bouncing ball. Which, for want of a better expression, little children's space hopper things that you can bounce up and down on. So we had Elena sitting at the side of the bed, kind of like in a rocking movement, gently up and down on the ball and moving the hips from side to side. That didn't work.
With Elena's family so far away, Shaun's mum gladly steps in to help.
Do you want to get on the bed? You can do if you want.
Are you going to the toilet first, Elena? So you have another wee. I'll come with you.
I was thinking some ways. I want to do my own thing. What not she telling me just right now? Just get out right now, go to toilet. I was thinking no, I won't stay there. Don't go anywhere. Don't move. But it wasn't right. Need to do what they're saying. Yeah, it's really help. I know now. I think after pethidine, I lose that strong sensation of contractions. That moment as they come, I just lost them.
Feel it's coming now?
No.
Go on.
The most strong feeling it's been when that stage when I need to push and I can't. I was feel inside angry with myself. I want to do this. I want to do how much possible better for baby, not hurting her and anything. I was feeling how she feels there. But when we hear her heartbeat, she been happy. So I was feel a little bit better that she okay. She not squeezed. But I was really, really angry with myself that I can't push.
We were losing the contractions, and the baby was in the position now where it needed to really be delivered. And the baby was stuck in that position for a few hours, and I was getting very concerned then, and I could feel it with the midwives as well. The baby was stuck, literally, just from the entrance of the door, for want of a better expression. We were so near yet so far away, and the vital few inches that where the baby was kind of really lodged. It was stuck it was stuck at this moment, and I kept hearing another baby being born. I thought, what's going on here? You know, we're stuck, and like I said, for want of a better, in a holding pattern here. And you know, we could just hear the cry of a baby just being brought out into the world. And you know, I mean, mentally, in my mind, I thought I notched up about three, maybe 4 babies born while we were still there. I was getting a bit worried.
Coming up, Elena's energy drains as Shaun's frustration grows.
Come on, you're messing about now.
But never fear, the mother-in-law's here.
Big, big, big push.
Elena.
We're back with Elena and her husband Shaun. After a quick start, things have ground to a halt, leaving the couple upset and frightened. The softly natural approach has had little effect, and so everything now rests on a drip to crank things along.
Just make a fist for me, pet. Nice tight fist with your hand.
Yeah, I had that feeling that I maybe doing something not right. Maybe something. I had even in my mind that if I can't have a birth, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. What happened to me next? I was frightened. I was even asked, I remember, midwife, can I have a cesarian? And she said, no, it's late now, Elena. You need to do this. You need to do this yourself.
It's people. I used to take something to take baby. No.
It's going to have to be your own effort, Elena.
Yeah.
I was feeling like it's never happened. I feel frightened in that moment, yes. And I remember my advice said to me, Elena, it's doctors coming. You don't want doctors coming. They tried to frighten me a little bit, that something horrible can happen, just to make me angry and deal with it.
Even if you hold your hand out for that. Oh, come on, a real good push, Elena. Come on, you. No, push from your bum. Come on.
The drip seems to have done the trick, and now Shaun decides it's time to change tactics.
She was just drained, so, you know, 1 minute I'm whispering in her ear, oh, you're doing great, fantastic. And the next thing saying, come on, get on with the job. You know, we've got to get this baby out now, keep pushing and get aggressive, scream, shout, do whatever you have to do. We're just trying to get her angry. And, you know, if all of a sudden, like I say, good cop, bad cop, just to make her get a reaction, just to provoke her into getting a bit of anger and then using that energy then to help deliver the baby.
Keep your chin down.
That bloody woman, you didn't want to sell that pram. Come on.
Pull your
No,
legs
push
up.
there. Come on.
Come on, Shaun.
Come on, push
Pull the legs
together.
up.
Push together like that. Come on, Elena.
Shout, Elena.
Push.
Push.
Come on, you're messing about now. Get pushing.
Push harder.
Come on, sweetheart. You can't back off. You've got to keep going.
Tormented by the thought of her first grandchild being so close, yet so far, Shaun's mum ups the ante and takes control.
With you pushing Elena. She was like a whirling dervish, I think. I'm trying to be calm and keep my, composure and help my wife and stuff, and my mum's just down at the other side of the bed. It was a magical moment, just as magical for her as it was for me, to be part of the experience. And yeah, she's right there in the middle of things. When I played some of our videos back in the photographs, she's just there in the photograph all the time, with the biggest smile I've ever seen on my mum's face in many, many years. She's great. She's giving Elena loads of encouragement. She loves her to death. And yeah, she was very vocal, lots of encouragement. She's right there in the middle of things. Yeah, she was in for a penny, in for a pound. She was there in the middle of the action. It was quite, when you look back now, flipping out, she's there again. She's popping up all over the place. You get her from one side, you know, to clear, make room, and she pops up on the other side, and she's still there, directing things and making that happen, you know. And at one point you think she was the midwife.
We want 10.
Come on.
9.
Longer than that, Alana.
8.
Come on.
7.
Come on, see if we can see
6.
it. See.
Come
Take
on.
that,
5.
baby.
4.
Come on.
3.
We can see the baby. Got to push.
Harder,
Come on.
Alana.
Come on, Elena, keep going. Keep
Come
pushing,
on.
love. The baby's here. Keep
That's
pushing.
better. Come
Keep
on.
pushing. I can see the baby. Keep pushing, Elena,
Elena,
please.
hold it, keep
Please.
pushing. Squeeze.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Fantastic.
Push, push,
Come on, sweetheart.
push.
Concentrate.
Come on, Elena, you've got to push harder than that. Come on, a big one. Put your head
on.
down to your chest. Put your head down to your chest. Come on, girl.
Push.
Come on, love.
Come on.
A big one. A big, big, big push.
Come on, Elena.
Come on, Elena. The baby's here. The baby's
Come on,
here. Elena, I can see her forehead. Absolutely lovely.
Come on.
Come on, Cock. Keep going.
I can remember my mum shrieking out, basically saying, "Oh, it's black hair, it's got black hair." You know, it was amazing. So I had to shoot down the other bed, and I got to see this for myself. And as the baby's head was starting to cry, it was amazing because coming back to the tip of the iceberg scenario, like I said, nothing prepared me for it and there's just a little patch of tough little hair, matted hair that you can see. And then all of a sudden, it was, it's just the whole circumference of the head, the whole head just eventually came out, and the body. That was amazing. Me and my mum, I was in tears. My mum was crying. It was just, the atmosphere was electric and it was emotionally charged. Everybody was having tears. It was fantastic. And just watching it eventually come out, it was just amazing.
11:18.
Oh, it's
alright.
I remember that feeling when baby just actually come out. I remember that it was really nice for me. I think, yes, baby here, and when they put me straight away on my breast, and I just looking in her eyes, that skin to skin feeling, just amazing. Oh, it's unbelievable. Never forgot that first moment when I saw her.
Little girl. You want to come beautiful?
Because it's the most magical moment ever. It's the biggest surprise. I mean, we didn't know whether it was going to be a boy or a girl, and we've been waiting for this surprise. It is a miracle, and it was fantastic. And I witnessed something, you know, our own special event in our lives. So yeah. So if you're going to have a child that's going to be with you for 18 years, you know, what you can at least do is see it enter into the world. It's fantastic. I can't really say any more about it. It was just great. It's emotional. It's make something, yes, special in our relationship. Just actually birth, and he been there. He experienced with me exactly the same what I experienced, and it's make us closer, yes, and make something closer because we got a daughter now, and we got so special miracle, and just make our family stronger. Yes, we know now we can cope with things, and it was experience we never forgot all our lives now. And actually when she opened her eyes as well, that was a great moment. That memory will never ever leave me. You know, when just looking into her eyes.
Take them clothes out. Yes.
Shaun and Elena are back home with baby Natasha, now 12 days old.
Hungry also. We are hungry.
She likes kisses.
Like
Oh,
the
no,
raspberries on her belly as well.
Yes.
She loves it.
Oh, she's absolutely wonderful.
And she's definitely got you see little character traits coming out.
Yeah.
And
Fields, yeah.
she even does the frown that my wife does as well. I've seen a few mannerisms
Oh, yes.
carried over from Elena.
I don't know, everybody saying she look like me, but I think she will look like Shaun. When she'll be old, she'll change.
She's got my ears.
Yes.
Well, I always know by Elena's temperament, that's one of the things that attracts me to Elena. She's very genteel, easygoing, full of life, and I just know she'd make a fantastic mother. And yeah, everything's turned out pretty good actually. Yeah, no complaints.
Elena, what's
She's
it
done a
about?
fantastic
Little
job.
kiss.
Lovely sentiments. But how's Shaun with the nappies?
Should not change, no, any nappy yet, but
I take it away though, the nappy and all the deposits.
Yeah, take that away. Hello, it's for you.
I'm the gatherer upper.
I feel our family will be complete if we have another small one.
Feel complete now, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know.
We'll get some experience with Natasha, and I think you never know. Watch this space in about 2 years' time, or 2 years.
Yeah. When she appears in this world, just so big miracle to you. You just can't stop looking at her, and I think she's here, she's ours.
Yeah, it's something.
It just.
You can't go out and buy it or whatever it is. It's something that you've created yourself. It's you know, it's just that bond, that closeness. I think that's what it is. Something that you're responsible for. It's all your own work. You're proud, just dead proud. It's that feeling of completeness.
After 10 hours and 18 minutes of labour and a lot of hard work, baby Natasha is finally here, and the family is looking forward to their new life together.
I really look forward to coming home and seeing Elena and Natasha together waiting.
Yes.
It's so welcoming. It's just great feeling, to come home and we all be together. But to me,
it's what life about.
Yeah, yes. I get such a lot of warmth and comfort from it. From coming home and both waiting for you. It's great,
Yeah.
Fall asleep then.
I can't believe that I'm going to be holding a baby in an hour.
Today, 36-year-old Joanne is having her third baby, but this time she's going under the knife. Meet housewife Joanne Ramsden, married to Michael for 9 years, mother to Jack 5 and Madeline 2, and now expecting her third child.
We never really discussed how many children we wanted. It was only really once I had Jack that I thought I would love 3 children. You want to draw on there? Everybody's looking forward to the new arrival. The children are really looking forward to it. Jack keeps asking me if I have to go to hospital for any reason. He's, "Oh, Mummy, are we having our new baby today?" And Madeline's great. She's really looking forward to it as long as it's a boy, because she doesn't want another girl coming into the house. Yeah, you're looking forward to it? You want to take it for a walk in the pram?
Yeah.
Are you?
In my big one.
In your big pram? Michael's going to be in the delivery room with me. He has been a fantastic support through this pregnancy. As he keeps saying, it has taken him 3 attempts to get it right, but he has been fantastic.
And Joanne will need Michael's support, as this time she's having an elected C-section.
You don't know? I'm having a cesarian birth this time because after I had my little girl, my second baby, I had quite a few complications. I was in hospital quite a long time. I had a torn cervix, and then I had a retained placenta as well, so I had quite a lot of hemorrhaging. If we didn't know that I could have had a section, then we wouldn't have risked it, because I nearly died when I had Madeline. We did literally think this is it, and we all said our goodbyes, and it was like, please look after my baby, and please make sure you pick my children up from school at 3:30. It's something I'd always wanted to do, was to be at those school gates at 3:30 every day. Michael said, I just can't do that again, I've come so close to losing everything. So he is a bit apprehensive, but it's going to be different because it's a more controlled environment and whatever. But having said that, if somebody could guarantee I'd go into labour and I'd deliver and I'd have no hemorrhaging afterwards and everything would be fine, I would rather give birth than have a section, because it is the most amazing feeling, and that's why I wouldn't want to put people off it. I love being a mum, and I've loved giving birth, and I love it all, but this is my last one, and I'm actually, when they do the cesarian, at the same time they are going to sterilise me, so I do know it's going to be our last one. So I think it makes it, I'm perhaps a bit more excited now, really.
The morning of the operation has arrived, and in just 3 hours' time, Joanne will see her new baby.
I'm feeling quite excited this morning. I'm a little bit nervous as well. watering the plants, then nobody has to do that for me while I'm not here. I got off to sleep okay last night, but then I woke up about 10 to 12 and I was starving, and I thought thank goodness, because I wasn't allowed to eat anything from 12 o'clock. So I came downstairs and made myself some crackers and got a drink of water and sat at the kitchen table till bang on 12 o'clock, then put everything away. Thought I daren't eat anything else now. Right, should I phone my mum to speak to the children? Have you slept?
With the children staying at their mum's, Joanne phones for some last-minute words of comfort.
Right, did you have a good night's sleep at Grandma's? And are you looking forward to going to nursery? All right. Yeah. Right, well, not long now. All right, stop it. I'll see you in about 2 hours. All right, love you, Mum. Bye. Love to Dad. Bye. Bye. Oh, that's Mum blubbering now.
All you need, isn't it? Right, what else?
I think we're done now, shall we? Pack up.
Did you show yesterday?
Joanne's friend Caroline is also her midwife and will be with her through every stage of the operation.
I know.
Some proper ticks.
Right, Jo, I'll leave you to put that on, and then what I'll do is I'll come and catheterise you and put your stockings on.
Right.
Joanne settles herself before the operation.
I'm feeling fine at the moment. I'm excited. I can't believe that I'm going to be holding a baby in an hour. That's a bit weird. I'm still more uptight about the recovery than I am about actually the actual operation, really. But we'll get there. We've got to get through it. We're here now. Now I'm on this ward and I hear the babies crying. I think, how have we got here again?
Just a little bit nervous, I suppose, but already excited as well now. Wasn't as excited the last few days, but I am now. Nearly there.
Excited about seeing me have an operation? Or about seeing your new baby?
Seeing the baby.
Joanne told me she was pregnant and asked me if I would be involved in the pregnancy. I know she had a really traumatic time last time, and just for her own psychologically, Joanne needed to have some sort of control over this pregnancy and labour, and we felt the best option for her was a section.
Definitely put me at ease, and she's always laughing, so we've had, we always have a good laugh through it. So yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Still having a scream?
Yes.
Michael is told he won't be allowed in, as Joanne is having her spinal block.
Just because, in case there's any, again, if there's any problems.
Yeah, it was weird to be told I was going to be left outside, because I thought I'd be there all the way through, unaware of obviously what I'm going to miss, and thought I'd be there when she's having the injections and the prepping up and everything. So I'm not saying I felt like I was a little bit cheaty, but I just thought I'd be there all the way through.
By the time I was in hospital and going down to delivery, it was much more a case of I was going to an operating theatre rather than I was going down to the delivery suite. My legs are starting to shake a little bit.
Joanne arrives at the operating theatre for her anaesthetic.
Let's go around here, Jo.
Facing that bit.
When I got into the operating theatre, I did remember being there before, and it did seem a nicer experience and a much more controlled experience being there this time. There wasn't the panic around. But then I just started to focus on, I've got to have this spinal, what if I move when this happens, what's going to hurt me and what's not, really.
Joanne is having a spinal block, which numbs the area where the surgeon will be making the incision.
Just going to take this thing for dressing. Take your time.
After they put the spinal block in, they then squirted cold water on me to find out where, and had to say whether it was colder or where it was cold, where it felt warmer, so they could see where the spinal was working. And that made me panic because I kept thinking, no, I can still feel it, I can still feel it. And it seemed to be taking longer than it should.
After an anxious wait, Michael is finally allowed into the theatre.
When I walked in, everybody was very quiet. I didn't know what was going on, and the anaesthetist had his back to me, and there was a chair behind him, which I presume that's where I was going to sit. But nobody moved, nobody looked at me, nobody spoke, and I just thought, oh my God, something's not quite right here.
Coming up, Michael's worries turn to joy.
Okay, you ready for this baby now then?
Welcome back to Baby's Birthday. Joanne Ramsden is having her third child by cesarian. Her husband Michael has just been allowed into theatre, and she's just waiting for the anaesthetic to take hold.
Eventually sat down, and the doctor looked like he was pinching. He was actually pinching, pulling on the skin and pinching it. Can you feel this? And they were trying to say, I can't remember now what they're trying to say. Does it feel like this or does it feel like that? And obviously they were waiting for that moment until she couldn't actually feel anything.
I remember them putting the knife on me to see if I could feel that, and I said I could. And then at that point, I think they were getting a bit like, well, this should be working by now. And the anaesthetist then said to me, right, if this doesn't work this time, then we're going to have to give you general anaesthetic. And miraculously, all of a sudden, couldn't feel a thing.
Now the anaesthetic is working, the surgeon can begin the operation.
When they'd cut me open, it was like a release on my stomach, the pressure on my stomach, and then I could feel this pushing. I remember feeling quite a heavy pushing and tugging in my stomach, and it wasn't painful at all, but it was a strange sensation.
I've had operations myself, so I'm not squeamish about that, but I didn't know completely how Joanne would be. Obviously she wasn't looking, she couldn't see, whereas I had the option, if I wanted to have a quick peek.
The surgeon makes an incision along the bikini line, and the second incision will go through to the uterus.
It just felt as though there was somebody pulling lots of knots around your stomach, and lumps and bumps around your stomach. And then they gave this big push down, and you think, oh, and at one point I think I almost shouted out, and there's but it didn't hurt, it didn't, you know, and I thought, oh, I ought to apologise because I don't want them to think they've hurt me here, because they haven't. It was just oh, what was that really? And just in a way like pulling a cork out of a bottle of wine, but that might put me off a bottle of wine in the future.
I was sort of concentrating on Joanne. I wasn't having a look to see what he was doing. So it was only when he was trying to warn us to get my camera ready.
I just remember him saying, right, is somebody ready to take this baby now?
Okay, you ready for this baby now then?
Seconds later, he said, right, we're ready, get your camera ready type of thing, and that was it. He lifted the baby out.
There we go, little baby.
In just 2.5 minutes, a beautiful baby boy is born, named Charlie.
The next thing, the baby was there, and I was taking a quick picture as he's lifted it over the top. You know, I wasn't really prepared for the speed of it all.
Before, when I've had the other two, they've always been taken and washed before you know, wrapped up and whatever. And when I first saw him, I didn't know how I was going to react to that because I'm quite squeamish. And I thought, oh, dare I look at this baby? And I didn't really want to focus on him too much because I thought, you know, he's still attached, I think, at that stage. He still had the umbilical cord on, and I wasn't quite sure whether I would, you know, throw up or not. And I looked at him and I was surprised when I saw him how I didn't feel repulsed by him. I did think, oh yeah, you know, that it all seemed quite natural.
Congratulations, well done.
Joanne had suspected all the way through it was a boy. I thought it was a boy. If it was going to come out as a girl, it would have been a little bit of a shock.
I was delighted that it was a boy. I would have been delighted if it was a girl. You know, it really didn't matter, but it's one of those things that I can't imagine now what it would be like if it had been a girl, really. It was important to have skin to skin. It was important to see him and touch him and feel him, but all this operation was still going on, and I didn't feel I couldn't really give him a big hug or a big cuddle because I'd got all these gowns on and the screen's up. I didn't want to knock the screen.
While Joanne enjoys skin-on-skin contact with Charlie, the surgeon proceeds with the longest part of the operation, stitching her up. He will also at this point sterilise Joanne.
I didn't know beforehand whether I would have a look to see what was going on, but I thought, well, no, I'll not look. Then you sort of tempted to have a look. So there was a little bit where I sort of glanced down to see what they were doing. I just couldn't get this picture of this huge clamp just like pulling the skin back, which wasn't nice to see, I must admit, but I didn't tell Joanne until afterwards. But no, that I'm glad I saw it, but in a way I probably shouldn't have looked. It's probably tarnished it a little bit, but it's nice to know that I've seen like a big open wound. But it was an awful sight, awful sight. To hold your baby for the first time is a remarkable feeling, definitely. I'm surprised how quick it's been, which is obviously a plus. Didn't really matter as long as everything was fine, and the doctor's just been great. Just confirmed the placenta's complete and everything's fine. And she wasn't in any discomfort, so it's good.
Half an hour old.
It was only when we were in that position and Joanne was in the bed outside the theatre that again it came back to me that we'd been here before. So whilst it was a relief, it was still, oh my God, a bit of a flashback. It's not all over with yet. So it was sort of mixed feelings in a way. I knew we weren't out the woods completely, but it was nice that that bit went well, and now we've got all this in front of us, you know.
He just feels lovely, and I can't wait for him to see his brother and sister. The children were so excited when they first came in to see him, and I was really pleased about that.
They were like skipping down the corridor and they just couldn't wait. You can't beat the feeling, I must admit, but living it through the children's eyes is something else.
Is your baby coming down?
He has come out, yes.
Where is he?
Right.
Yeah.
Where is your
You realise
baby?
you'd be up on your feet?
Yeah.
Where is your baby?
He's in here, yeah. Do you want to see him? He's your baby too.
Feeling all right?
Yeah.
Sure? Where is he?
What do you think? Do you want to keep him?
What do you think, Matt?
Yeah.
They just accepted him as part of the family, and he's just there, and touch wood at the moment there doesn't seem to be any jealousy there, and they just take him as part of the family already. It's amazing, really.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
He just sat there, isn't he? Lying down, asleep.
Alright, darling. Do you like him?
Happy?
I had him at 10 o'clock in the morning. Whilst I loved him as I did the other two, there wasn't that overwhelming feeling, and I would say I looked at him at 2 o'clock in the morning and it just all clicked, and I suddenly felt this gush of love and, you know, and yes, he was my baby. I've got a perfectly healthy baby and I'm doing really well, and I think it has really helped Michael this time as well, which, you know, is a big, big bonus. Did you know he'd have hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
It's now been a week since Joanne's cesarian, and with the 6 weeks recovering period, Joanne is finding the process a little frustrating.
It is a major operation, you've got to recover from it, and you need to give yourself that rest, but that's so frustrating for me, particularly when I've now got 3 children that I want to look after myself, and I don't want somebody else coming in to do it for me.
Oh, I can't reach him.
I think she's coped really well, because there's been times just before and just afterwards where she must have been thinking so much about what happened and so nervous that I think she's done really well, especially afterwards where she's had the operation, the stitches must be sore, she's breastfeeding, she's getting up in the night, lack of sleep, etc. But she's just going through it as if nothing's going to stop her.
What do you like best about having a brother, a baby brother?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. What about you, Jack? What's the best bit about having a baby brother?
I love him.
You love him, oh, that's nice. The experience of giving birth, naturally, I don't think you can ever replace that. I don't feel I've been robbed of that because I've experienced it, and if I've not had the complications after having Madeline, then I would say, yeah, giving birth naturally is a far nicer experience. That's just what I wanted. I don't regret being sterilised because now I know I can't backtrack, which is good. I mean, I felt with all of them that you want to cherish every moment of them being small because it doesn't last long. But I know when he first grows out of those first baby grows and, he grows out of his baby bath and things like that and out of his crib, that they will be upsetting because I know it is my last. I don't want 4 children. I'm happy. I feel my family's complete. I do feel quite liberated almost by feeling like that.
Oh, that one.
And how are Jack and Madeline finding their new baby brother?
Both of them are really pleased, and both are really pleased that it's a boy as well. We thought that Madeline would be wanting to hold him all the time, wanting to feed him, do this and the other, but it's been sort of the other way around. Jack's been the one that's been kissing him and saying he loves him and wanting to hold him.
I've got a really good one.
Whenever they would come through the door when they've been out, they want to see Charlie before they want to see anybody else. Madeline refers to him as the baby rather than Charlie, and I have to keep reminding her that it does have a name.
I mean, it's great to see the kids wanting, say, to be him to be part of the family, and it's just fabulous. You can't beat it.
2 weeks before his original due date, Charlie Ramsden was born after an elected C-section and has now made Joanne's family life complete. Coming up, teenager Kirsty goes into labour and can't cope.
Oh no, it's so, because they hurt you today, I know they did.
When 17-year-old Kirsty found she was pregnant, she was faced with a dilemma.
When I first found out I was pregnant, I was shocked. We were speaking about whether keeping it or getting rid of it because I was still at college then. About a week later, I spoke to my mum about it and started things out.
We had a chat and I just said, you've got college, you want to do this, you want to be a midwife, you want to further your career. Is a baby really what you want after you're just 17?
Although Kirsty is not in touch with the baby's father, she doesn't have to go it alone. Her mum is supporting her every step of the way.
My birthing partner is my mum because she's had 3, she knows what it's like.
Being Kirsty's birthing partner, I think it's going to really upset me at the time when it does happen, because I know what she's going to be going through. But at the end of it, you get a baby and it's nice results. I know I'll be there all the way with her, but it will be horrifying for me to see her in that much pain.
Kirsty is not too keen on the idea of having any pain relief. She hates needles, but she may well change her mind when labour sets in.
I don't like needles because it's just part of them going in and then they hurt, so not having an epidural, half-epidine, and I start off with gas and air, and then if it's really bad then I'll have to have a needle.
I don't think she'll care whether she's going to have a needle or not. That's the crucial point. When she's in absolute agony, she will take the needle. she will have the pethidine.
As Kirsty is only 17, it means her mum has to face the daunting prospect of being a grandma.
Yes, I'd say I'm looking forward to being a grandma. I don't like the idea of being called a grandma, but I'm sure I'll adjust to that.
Kirsty is packed and ready for when the baby comes. Despite her young age, she's under no illusions about giving birth.
I expect my childbirth to be painful and scary. I'm excited as well as scared. But if other people can manage it, so can I.
12 days later, and there's still no sign of Kirsty's baby. So she heads off for a checkup and to find out her induction date.
We've got up this morning and the belly's really dropped. So the bottom's proper down now. So hopefully things will progress today with a bit of luck. Won't it?
The midwife has to do a sweep, which is an internal check to see if there is any sign of labour. And Kirsty finds it pretty painful to say the least.
I've just had an internal. They said my cervix is still hard, and now they brought me up to labour ward to monitor me, see how things are going, and I've booked in to be induced on Monday, 3 o'clock.
Knowing the way things have gone, I think she'll hang on till Monday now. I really do.
But Kirsty didn't hang on. Later that same day, she, her mum and Auntie Diane are back, but it could be a false alarm.
I'm Deborah Kirsty and I'm going to examine you to see whether you're actually in labour.
Relax your knees now, let your legs go. She'd had an internal earlier on in the day at the antenatal clinic, and because they wanted to try and get right into the neck of the womb for the membrane sweeping. I know it can be very painful, and that's what put her off, and she didn't want to have another one. And she was just fighting it, and as she's my daughter, I don't want to see her in any pain.
She's not doing anything, is she? She's doing nothing. Blow it away. Blow. Shh, blow. Shh, Kirsty. She's doing a job. Listen, it can't be as bad as it was today. Oh no, it's so, because they hurt you today. I know they did. Shh. Bend this knee up. Come on, you've got to relax so she can see. Come on.
I was scared from when she had done it the first time in the morning, and it was still sore, and I thought they was going to go right to the back again. I tried my best, but I was scared.
The more you relax, the more she can get in and see what's happening, yeah? You've got to relax. The more you tense up, the more it hurts. Kirsty, this is nothing yet, darling. It really isn't.
Oh, Kirsty, don't cry.
I know it is. But you've got to relax, you've got to let her see what's happening. Come on, you're 10 days overdue. You've got to let her see what's happening.
Very emotional. It was very hard. Because I knew then later on how bad it would get. Other than that, she did well. She did do well.
Kirsty, your cervix is still quite round at your back, okay, which is where it normally is when you're not in labour. At the moment, I'd say that you're in very, very early labour. All right.
Kirsty's in slow labour at the minute. They've given her some painkillers to see if it takes the edge off it. She's had an internal. They said the cervix is very soft. It's only a finger wide. So they're going to give her another internal in an hour's time and see how far she's progressed from there. And as you can see, Kirsty's not very happy.
Kirsty's mum can't face seeing her daughter go through another painful sweep. So for the hat-trick sweep, the baton is passed to Auntie Diane.
I want to leave you with your Auntie Diane for your next internal.
Why?
Because I can't go through that again. You need to learn to relax.
And you can squeeze my hand as hard as you want.
When they said they're going to check me again, I had the gas and air, and then my auntie was in with me.
I told her to relax, let them do their work, they know what they're doing. let your body do the work. So she held my hand. I told her to squeeze as hard as she could.
She just said, squeeze your hand if it hurts, but I could hardly feel it. I could feel it a bit, but not as much. And then they said that I was 3 centimetres dilated.
Right, do you want the good news or the good news?
Good news will have
You're
first.
3 centimetres dilated now.
Well done.
Okay, so you've still got quite a way to go. All right.
I thought, oh well, we're going to have a baby soon. Oh, never, I want to cry. It's not even mine.
So, after a slow start, labour officially begins, which means Kirsty's on the move.
We'll transfer her up into a delivery room. Basically, we'll be there for her whenever she needs us. We'll listen in on a regular basis, make sure the baby's okay, make sure the labour progresses as it has been doing, and wait for the main event, really.
When we was going into the birthing room, as she was 3 centimetres, she kept having these pains. We tried the birthing ball,
but it didn't help. Kirsty didn't like that. She wanted to be on her feet. She wanted to walk through the pain.
I just went for a walk again, round the ward and outside. No, they wouldn't let me outside. I was just staying on the ward. And then I tried the birthing ball again.
She wouldn't sit on that ball at all. She just didn't like it. And she wouldn't have gas and air either.
Then my mum told me to try gas and air, but I wouldn't have it because it made me feel dizzy at first.
Don't take the pain away.
So I just thought, right, I'll walk. Then when they were getting stronger, they said I had to stay in my room. So I was just walking around the room.
Better stay than what
I
she
should
was
take
earlier.
it, she really does.
No, this one isn't going away. It's lasting forever.
Mobility helps a great deal. It helps gravity to bring the baby down onto the cervix and helps it to dilate. So yeah.
After so many hours, we thought we were going to get there. We all took bets on how far she would be, and then 4 hours, 5 hours later, they gave her another internal.
Kirsty, I'm sorry, just bend your knees up.
Come on.
What you're doing is you're squashing the 2 fingers together, so it's hard to see why your cervix is open.
By the time she did have the 3rd internal, she was only 4 centimetres. By this time, me and my sister were really exhausted by this time. And 4 centimetres, and that's when it really dawned on us, it's going to be a long day, a really long day, because this was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And she'd only gone from 4 centimetres from midnight, and that took 8 hours. So you just know then you're going to wait another good 6 to 8 hours.
I need to stand up.
All right. Okay. I'll have a listen in after this one.
What's the matter? Gel. Oh no, it hurts. Oh no.
You're coping so well with those contractions. You're doing such a good job. All right.
Come on.
Turn yourself around back on the bed. That's it. Take some deep breaths of fresh air and the dizziness will go. Nice slow breaths.
Take your time.
That's it.
How far is she?
About 4 centimetres. But I think your contractions, from what the midwife said, have only really just started going.
So I thought, right, by dinner time she'll have had the baby. 4 centimetres, the pains were getting stronger and the contractions were lasting longer. And she'd still, again, she wanted to be on her feet all the time. She didn't want to lie down.
I thought, I need to go home. It's going to be a long night, this.
I'm going to go to sleep.
You're not going to go to sleep, love.
I did on that chair.
It's not happening. Sleep now.
Coming up, Kirsty can't cope with labour, so she has to face her fear of needles.
Keep going.
We're back with teenager Kirsty, whose labour has just kicked up a gear.
When my contractions got stronger, they were like they were at the beginning, but they was lasting longer and they were more painful. So that's when I decided to have gas in.
You gas then, use it as soon as you feel the pain.
Kirsty's in a lot of pain, but doesn't like the dizzy feeling she gets when she takes gas and air.
You've so much fun.
Alright, we'll get on this. More. Might be nearly there now.
The baby's heart had to be monitored like every so often because it was low.
One of the midwives got quite concerned that they couldn't get a trace of the baby's heartbeat.
They couldn't find the heartbeat because I was moving. They said that I had to stay on the bed. I lie down or sat up.
I'm getting in on my bed. On that, straight away. Get in it. Heartbeat just kept fading. Kirsty did not like this at all. She wanted to be on her feet.
I need to sit up.
Alright, sit up then.
Just the
touch.
I can't get you.
It's a lot more relaxing.
Yeah, it was frustrating because I knew that I had to get up and walk, and they were saying, "Oh, breathe through it, just have gas in there," but it wasn't working because they were too strong.
But it weren't until later on that we realised, there's something wrong. The baby's getting in distress.
To relieve the pain, Kirsty has decided to bite the bullet and have an injection of pethidine, a strong form of pain relief. Kirsty's dad and her aunt have also arrived to offer their support.
I asked for a pethidine because the gas and air wasn't working. It was making me feel tired and they were getting stronger. And no, I don't like needles, I wanted it anyway.
She did really well. She did 15 hours before, she didn't really have to have anything stronger. But she was adamant all the way that she weren't having any pain relief. And obviously she took everything at once.
Breathe on your gas.
So then they gave it me, and then nothing was happening. My contractions stopped.
After taking the pain relief, Kirsty's a bit more relaxed.
What day is it?
I think I was getting my contractions every 15 minutes again, so they put me on a drip to speed them up.
Have to squeeze in there.
The solution in the drip is called syntocinon. This should speed Kirsty's contractions and help the baby on its way.
Let's get that. Come lunchtime, Kirsty was really, really bad. The pains were getting bigger and stronger. At that point, that's when the camera crew had to leave the room. Kirsty was getting really distressed.
I stood outside for a while because it was all chaos in there. Midwives running in, running out. I heard Karen saying, "You've got to have the epidural." I've heard Kirsty saying she doesn't want the epidural.
And then the midwife, I got a senior midwife, and she'd come in. And they just said, I think it's about time Kirsty had an epidural. It's getting really, really bad. And, she has done well up to now, but she's going to need this epidural.
She did at one time tell me she was scared. She was really nervous, she doesn't really want it, but she had it and she did well. Proud of her.
Well,
yeah. Then when the calming time came, the epidural had kicked in and it was all nice, peaceful. I thought, this is really tranquil. It was how calm it should be for the baby to come into this world.
Epidural's not working.
Of course it is.
Nothing's not. It's not working.
And Kirsty thought it was rather hilarious because the epidural wasn't working, and obviously it was. She's just lay there with the gas and air, happy as Larry. It's great, this, I can do this and again and again. It's fine, this. Go home.
You want to nurse your baby, don't you?
I'll let you go home.
Finally, after 13 hours, Kirsty is ready to push. Go on, love.
What's your bum?
They said when you get a contraction, just push. but I could still feel my contractions, but not as bad as before I had the epidural. But I couldn't sit still because I kept saying I needed to go to the toilet.
Like, come on, don't waste. This one's a good one now. Go on, go on.
But then my contractions came like dead quick, so then I was pushing.
Go on, that's it. Out, go on.
Good girl. Keep going, keep going.
Oh, you're working so hard. Right, have a breath, Kirsty. That's it, and try again now. Have another one. Right down to here, that's it, that's brilliant.
It's coming. Got loads of black hair.
I held her hand, she squeezed as hard as she could. I was holding her legs, I was pushing with her. I was trying to have a baby as well as her.
Stretching everything down below. Doing it.
But it did take a good half an hour to do all the pushing because the contractions wasn't lasting long enough to push the baby out.
That's it. That's your baby's head now. Okay.
Oh, look. Once the baby's head was there, that was it then. We just really wanted her to push and just get the baby out, which did seem to take quite a while.
Oh, that was just amazing. I've never seen that before. That was just magical. Just thought it was really nice. Alright, so baby's in, push out. Push it. 12 minutes past 5.
Once the baby came out, you know, I was really elated. And then just for a few, I don't know if it was a minute or 2 minutes, we just sort of looked dumbstruck because the baby was very, very blue. Didn't cry, very stiff. And the only thing I can basically remember then is the midwife shouting to hit the orange button.
Press that red button on that wall for me.
This one here.
Just so that someone can come in and give me a little hand.
This emergency button?
Yeah, please.
Is she okay? She alright?
Yeah, she's just a bit shocked, I tell you. Alright, okay. I couldn't find it in the car belt. She actually, that's great.
And then the next thing you know, we could hear the cry, and that was it then. You know, it was just elated, it was all over.
So when I first held the baby, I felt elated, I felt really special. I was there and I was a great aunt, and now I've proved I am a great aunt.
We got there in the end. She did it.
After 15 hours of labour, baby Katie Louise is finally here.
Oh, look at this. Try this, like this.
And the baby is now settled into the family, and great Auntie Diane loves nothing better than to fuss over her.
Now the baby's home, it's just another addition to the family. I'm round here practically every day, looking after her, feeding her. I'm always there to wind her if she wants me, so yeah, it's lovely. Lovely being here.
I don't know how I feel about being a grandma actually. I just sort of help out in the role that I do anyway. You know, if I see Kirsty struggling and I'm helping her, I'll tell her what to do. But yeah, it's nice having a baby back in the house again. Oh, bless you!
So, after 15 hours and 3 minutes of labour, Kirsty has now got a lovely daughter called Katie Louise.
In hospital, I didn't feel like she was mine because all the midwives were like doing everything for me, like changing the bub and feeding her. But now, when I got home, it just felt different because I was with her all the time. And I don't know.
Are you happy?
Yeah, very happy.
Oh, God. That's it. Today we're following Angela Walker and her partner Andy for the birth of their second child, but it's not plain sailing.
So I kept saying to the midwife, is this baby moving, is it moving? And they kept saying, yeah, it's moving, Angie, it's moving, keep on pushing.
Angela and Andy already have a 22-month-old son called Joe, and they're well on their way with number 2.
Very different personalities, very different characters, myself and Andy. I'm the one who's a bit more bolshy, whereas Andy's the one who's very reserved, he's a lot more laid back than me. And when we found out I was pregnant the first time, I lost 2 babies before I had Joseph. So that was quite traumatic. So Joe is a very special little boy to us, really.
Andy lived alone right up until the moment he brought Angela and baby Joe back from the hospital. So fatherhood first time round was something of a shock.
But when Joe was born, he had absolutely no idea of fatherhood. Because he'd been a bachelor for such a long time, really, and living on his own and doing his own thing. And he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to change a nappy, he didn't know how to hold the baby. Now he's fantastic, because now Joe's getting to the age now where he's nearly almost 2 and he's nearly talking. So we do compliment each other very, very well. We are, different characters, but we get along extremely well, and he's a very, very good father. But I think it's really important that you have a sibling to grow up with. Granted, it wasn't planned, this pregnancy, so I didn't really, contemplate on having one so soon, because obviously Joe's only 22 months old, he's only a baby yet, as such. But I think it'll be nice that they grow up together and they can play together.
Angela's first labour was a long drawn-out affair. Well past her due date, she was repeatedly induced. Even after a 17-hour labour, baby Joe still didn't come out without a fight. It ended with a ventouse delivery that left both mum and baby battered and bruised.
Well, no, I'm not so bad about having the epidural, really, or anything like that. I just hope it's a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I hope I go naturally as far as I don't have to get induced, or
you don't have the trauma.
And I don't have to get, like the ventouse or the forceps.
Because it was awful last time. I was so upset.
History's repeating itself and Angela is once again overdue. At the hospital, she needs to be given a clean bill of health if she's to buy extra time and postpone being induced. But the doctors are concerned to find out her blood pressure's high and protein in her water. Not good signs.
I've just spoken to the consultant and he wants you to come in this evening.
Oh, fabulous. That's just what I wanted to hear. Right,
so if you go home and get your stuff and then come back to M4 ward.
Right.
And they will hopefully have the results of your blood test by then.
Okay. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen.
Andy takes Angela to hospital and fears a rerun of the last labour.
I don't know what she went through last time, so I really wasn't looking forward to it for her. Plus also concerned for the baby. Just the actual thought that something might be wrong with Angie and the baby, that they actually was going to induce her that night, when previously in the evening they'd said that they would only induce her if something was wrong, so I was really worried.
Andy was with me while I was being monitored. He took me to hospital and then he stayed for a couple of hours with me, and then about 9:30 I sent him packing and said, you may as well go home because nothing's really happening. I said, so expect a phone call.
Using the last labour experience to guide him, Andy thinks they're in for a long haul and goes straight home to save his strength for later. The doctors are so concerned by Angela's headaches and high blood pressure, they have plans to induce her straight away.
And when they monitored me, they noticed the baby's heartbeat was quite fast, really. There was no contractions, waters hadn't broken, anything like that, but the baby's heartbeat was a little bit fast. And then I progressed into like a headache. I got quite a bad headache and felt very nauseous. And the midwife looked quite worried, so she went to see the doctor, and the doctor came to see me, and I had an internal. And I think it was about 3 centimetres at that point, really.
Angela's already on her way naturally, so she doesn't need to be induced. But the doctor's concerns still remain, so they break her waters to speed things along.
So I'm really glad that I've gone more natural than getting induced, really. I feel a lot happier. And hopefully they're hopeful that this baby is going to be coming out sometime tonight. And it's now 3:05 in the morning.
Fantastic news for Angela, but there's another issue, this one closer to home.
When I went down to the delivery suite, a lady, a midwife, approached me and said, "Oh, Angie, I don't mind looking after you, but..." And I just thought, oh my God, go on, something's gone wrong. She said, "I'm your neighbour." I went, "Oh, okay."
Sandra, her midwife, lives just 3 doors away. What a way to meet your neighbour.
The doctor came in and brought me waters, and then the contractions really started to come in. So I had some gas and air, which sent me as high as a kite, and I was just loopy, really loopy for about 10-15 minutes. But then the contractions were really quite strong. So I opted for the epidural.
The epidural is the most effective pain relief on offer, but it does have a number of side effects, one being constant itching. It's quite common, affecting 1 in 4 women, and even has a name, pariatis.
Itching everywhere. I scratch myself to death and I can't feel half of my body to scratch. So when I scratch it, I can't bloody feel it. It's like everywhere's itching. When I scratched myself, I couldn't feel myself scratching. So it was a really quite odd sensation, really. But my boobs were itchy and my arms were itchy and everything was just itching off from this epidural, you know. So a combination of that and contractions, I was kind of going a bit nuts. I was like, get this baby out, get it over with quick. Because I was just itching everywhere, you know. And like I said, I was scratching and scratching, but couldn't feel anything. So it was quite odd.
Angela has been put on a drip. Epidurals have a tendency to slow down labour, so expectant mums are 3 times more likely to need a drip to give their contractions a kick start, and Angela's kick off almost instantly.
Oh yes, it's coming back. As soon as I had the drip, which was on quite low, the contractions just within 5 minutes just really started again, really strong. Oh, it's coming back. Oh yeah, well it's definitely starting again. It's coming back again now. So they seem to be speeding up, don't they?
Whilst the drip has sped up labour, it's also slowed down the baby's heartbeat. This is the baby's heartbeat between contractions, a healthy 120 beats per minute. But during contractions, it tumbles to just 75. The midwife is quick to spot the problem and turns off the drip.
I'm still not know for what happened, but as soon as I put it up to 4, it seemed like, I don't like it at all.
Just give it 10 minutes on 2.
Yeah. It's nice and reactive and the baseline's lovely, it's not tachycardic or anything like that.
But apparently baby's heartbeat was really dipping, but I wasn't aware of any of this up until maybe the last 15-20 minutes. That she said that it was not nothing to worry about, but apparently baby's heartbeat was slowing down.
Because these contractions are coming a bit more frequent, it's just not liking it, and his heartbeat's dropping with the contractions. Yeah. There's nothing really to panic about it, but it's just a warning sign.
Right.
So I've slowed that down again.
Right. It's coming back again now.
Yeah, coming back again. Sometimes happens that you get it quite high, but it's not very low.
The midwife was a bit concerned, Sandra, because I could feel the contractions quite strong, because it was like a very, very intense period, like a dragging pain. And then she went and got, must be a conventional method, of an ice cube. She wrapped it in a glove, and then they started to kind of put it on my abdomen as to where I could feel the cold. And it was odd, it was different on both sides.
Tell me when it feels like that.
No.
What's the ice cube?
The ice cube is used to see if the epidural is wearing off.
No, not really. No.
Different from that side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This side feels
colder.
Right, and that side doesn't.
No, it feels cold.
Thinking she has a long way to go, Angela's considering having her epidural topped up. Remember, she was only 3 centimetres dilated less than 4 hours ago. But when the doctor examines her, she is shocked to hear the magic words every woman in labour wants to hear. You're 10 centimetres and fully dilated.
I'm fuller? Yes. Am I? Yes. I took such a long time to dilate with Joe that I wasn't expecting this. I mean, hence I sent Andy home anyway, because I wasn't expecting it at all. So when she said to me, "You're fully dilated, you can start to push," it was like, oh my God. How fast was this? My darling, so quickly. You're a star. Bloody hell, it's so nice, my own.
Man, I was on for about 10 minutes and the phone went telling me to get my skates back on because she was ready to start, so that was a real shock because she'd had such a long labour last time, so I was back to the house and back at the hospital within the hour.
Because I could feel my womb kind of contracting. I couldn't feel any pressure from the baby, I don't suppose. But I could just feel this contraction. I remember saying to Sandra, I really want to push, and she's saying, don't push, Andy's not arrived. Just chill out for a minute. Oh gosh. Oh.
Coming up, Angela's ready for the big push, but where's Andy? And will he make it back in time for baby's arrival? We're back with Angela and Andy. Despite fearing a repeat of Angela's long and traumatic first labour, after just 4 hours, Angela is ready to push. The speed's taken them by surprise, and Andy just made it back in time.
Did you get in bed?
I got on the settee.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm ready to push. Right. So I knew that I could cope with whatever amount of pain they were going to throw at me now. I knew I could cope with it because this baby was on its way, really. But if she had said to me, oh, Angie, you're only 5 centimetres dilated, I would have definitely gone for the pain relief. Oh, I'm getting another one, Sandra. I feel pressure.
Yeah, just push against the pressure.
The pain carried on, and then I don't know, it was really strange because it just changed. It slightly changed, and I could feel this pulsating, like this real wanted to push. For the first time I actually wanted to push.
It's Andy's second time around as a birthing partner, and he's obviously perfected his technique.
Andy was fabulous actually during this. He was a lot more quiet than last time. He was very vocal last time, Andy.
Strength.
I think I had to be different this time because Angie's mum was with us last time and I was just scared, stood above shoulders last time, so I know she needed me there for her. Plus the birth was a lot easier this time and the labour seemed to go a lot easier and a lot quicker, so I just tried to be there for her because she was doing great. I just tried to support her in whichever way I could.
Really hard. Go on. Go on. Go on. Really hard. Go on, Angela. Get angry with it. Go on.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh.
Just sat at the back.
Baby.
Yeah, I can see it. It's got nowhere.
Has it not? The other one was full of hair.
Ginger as well.
And I kept saying to the midwife, is the baby moving? Because when I was with Joe, Joe never moved. I mean, he was stuck for like an hour, which is why they did the ventouse. So I was paranoid, like this baby wasn't moving. So I kept saying to the midwife, is this baby moving? Is it moving? And they kept saying, yeah, it's moving, Angie, it's moving, keep on pushing. You just don't feel like it's moving, do you? I think it's one push and it's out, don't
Yeah,
you?
it's just like sticking there sort of thing.
It was like that.
Really
Joe was like that. So they like kind of willed me on to really start to push. So then I really started pushing very, very strong. And I could feel the baby coming on the birth canal. I could actually feel the baby's head moving down. And that was the most amazing thing I think I've ever gone through, to actually feel that. Which is why I was so overwhelmed of having a good birth. Because I could actually feel what I was doing was actually working at this point. And I could feel it moving. So when she got near to, obviously, to the opening, I could feel the head. Before it actually came out, I could actually feel the head there. It was fabulous. I could feel it, yeah.
You feel it?
Yeah. I'm just going to the bottle on, just want through.
As the baby edges forward, it's vital Angela listens to the midwife carefully. To push, when only a pant is needed, could mean stitches, and we don't want that.
Oh, gosh. She was saying, don't push, now push, now pant, now breathe heavy. She was saying all these key words, and I was just very focused on what she was saying to me, because I wanted this child delivered safely.
Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Go on, Angela, keep pushing, keep pushing. That's it, that's it. I can see some more. Go on. Go on, brilliant.
I was ready to catch her. I was ready for this baby to go on my chest. Because I didn't have that last time, and like I said before, I was oblivious to it last time. So I didn't have any of this, I didn't experience any of this, and that's my only regret. I think about having Joe is that they kind of, because it was quite traumatic, and they really did yank him out. They took him straight off me. So I gave birth, and then they moved him. They just kind of showed him me and took him off me. And I didn't get him back then for a few minutes. Whereas this baby, I kind of wanted to feel everything, you know. So my hands were kind of ready to catch this child, you know, to put her on my chest as soon as she was born.
Oh!
After an ultra-quick labour, baby Gabriella finally makes an appearance. But the emotion of the moment seems to have affected Andy's eyesight.
What have you got? I don't know. What have we got? Where is it? Looking. Oh.
Oh, it's a little hard.
What is it? It's not.
Is it not?
Is it a girl?
Oh, I thought it was hard.
Once this baby comes out, and the baby, you see this baby, everything that you've experienced, every amount of pain that you've gone through just goes. It just goes, and it's like someone's kind of like plunked your body back for you. You know, I mean, obviously you're very tired, but you just forget completely the pain that you've been through. You know, and you just focus on this little baby.
Oh.
Gabrielle.
Good morning, Gabriella. 25 Shaun.
She said, cut the cord, and he was like, no, she said, cut the cord. So he cut the cord, and then he kind of got a bit emotional, you know, and then they put the baby on my chest, and like I said, it was the most magical experience that he could ever go through. Perfect. She's like,
She is.
She's a beauty, aren't you?
When Gabriella came out, it was amazing. It was really emotional again. I didn't think I'd fill up like I did with Joe, but unfortunately I did again.
Look. Oh. Andy's the most unemotional person that you'll ever meet. He's not an emotional person, Andy. He never shows any emotion really, and he just started to cry.
Very touching.
Yeah, fabulous. Beautiful. Yeah. It was like looking at Joe. Yeah. She was gorgeous.
But it's a wonderful experience actually seeing your baby come into this world. I'd recommend it to anyone.
You can't have a great labour because it's the most painful thing that you'll ever go through in your life, really. But it's also the most magical thing that you'll ever go through in your life. This is Gabriella Rose Cleland. Okay, she's 10 days old. She was born the 11th of April at 4:40 in the morning. She's an absolute dream of a baby. She's sleeps, eats, and eats.
So
and that's
contented and
very
well-natured.
contented. Yeah, very contented, well-natured baby.
I don't think either me or Angie were looking forward to the birth because she's carried so badly. But the birth went a dream, and since she's been born, she's been an absolute dream as well. And it couldn't have gone better really, seeing as Joe was so traumatic.
Yeah.
You know, she's just a little angel and we're so happy with her.
But is every member of the family as happy as Mum and Dad?
Joe's great with the baby. He's really good. He's just very rough. Obviously, he's, you know, so when he rocks her to sleep, he really rocks her to sleep. But it's just hard to divide your time between two babies.
Ringing the bell, Joe.
Ring it.
the bell.
Come on.
Oh, like the fireman does. Oh, it's very good. I'm a lot more hands-on with Gabby, but Angie still does the majority of work. I was a nervous wreck with Joe. I'm not with Gabby, but Angie's still a lot better with Gabby. like you said, she's a fantastic mother. She's a real natural, whereas I'm not. But I am a lot more hands-on, a lot more confident this time. You know, plus, I'm keeping Jo occupied.
I'm really enjoying her. Really enjoying every minute of it. Really, it's great, and because she's such a good baby, it makes everything even easier.
You don't even know she's here?
No, because I think the first time, your first baby, you know, it's such a culture shock that you think, oh my God, my life's finished and it's over, and it's you know, changing nappies and feeding and getting up through the night, and that's hard at the time, you know. But this now is easy. Maybe it's because I'm used to having such a demanding little boy, you know, and we're, you know, playing with him all the time, that this now is extremely easy.
A bad experience first time around led Angela and Andy to dread their second baby's birthday. But Gabriella Rose arrived after just 4 hours and 40 minutes in labour. What a star.
No more for us.
No more. No more. It's nice that we've got a boy and a girl now, I think. Saying that, 2 boys would have been fabulous, would have been equally as nice, you know. But it's just lovely that we've got a boy and a girl, so now that makes everything complete.
We've got two happy, healthy, beautiful children, that's all anyone could ever wish for, really.
And we're done now.
Yeah, no more.
No more now.